Other interesting political news, you have the Associated Press confirming the White House illegally altered Biden's transcript to make him sound more coherent. Now, this comes to us thanks to Nick Sorter at the good old X Twitter, which Nick says, quote, breaking, AP has confirmed the White House illegally altered the transcript of Joe Biden calling Trump supporters garbage. This is a blatant violation of the Presidential Records Act, and White House press officials must be prosecuted. Do not let them get away with this. I mean, that being said, of course they'll get away with it because, I mean, we just have lawfare. I'm not sure if anyone on the left is really held accountable for anything these days. You're straight from the donkey's mouth.
Or Puerto Rico, where I'm in my home state of Delaware, they're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization of seen as unconscionable, and it's un-American.
And one of the best marketing techniques I've seen, and one of the best political moves and chess I've seen in years, was Trump the next day working with the garbage men and driving a garbage truck with a Trump banner on it. That's brilliant. Now, looking at the Associated Press, they say, quote, Biden, according to the transcript prepared by the official White House stenographers, which, how do they still have a job? How's that not automated? But yeah, I partially digress. Told the Latino group on Tuesday evening video call, the only garbage I see floating around here is his supporters, and his demonization of Latinos is unconscionable. It's un-American. The transcript released by the White House press, however, rendered the quote with an apostrophe reading the supporters rather than reading supporters rather than the supporters, which aides said pointed to Biden criticizing Hinchcliffe, not the millions of Americans who are supporting Trump for president. And a little grammar war there. They went pretty well. Got 718,000 views as well as 64,000 likes. One of the first comments coming from one bad dude saying, quote, they lie, they cheat, they break the law, and always get away with it. Getting 699 likes. Yeah, remember when Trump was charged with the illegal or improper storage of classified documents? And then Biden was? And Biden got off the hook by his friends at the DOJ just saying, oh yeah, he's not mentally fit for trial. And yet he still has his job? Yeah, interesting. Nick Sorter did respond to one bad dude saying this changes in January, getting 296 likes. Franklin, our favorite leftist, well, not really, but again, contrarian statements keep life interesting. You don't want to be in an echo chamber. Franklin is known for being a leftist guy who has a girl, we call it cartoon, as their profile face for some reason. Says, quote, presidential immunity, thank you, Supreme Court. Mentally vacuous, but Franklin did get 46 likes, and again, that was for things in the presidential purview of their role, not breaking that specific law. Cat 4 says, man, he's a lame duck, getting 51 likes. Nick responds saying, don't care, they're lying in an attempt to cheat again. They need to be taught a lesson, getting 277 likes. The Banished Patriot said, quote, until Garland gets put out of the DOJ, you can forget about any justice, getting 179 likes. Patriot Pleitman says, vote Trump to take out the trash. It says, on November 5th, our garbage people are taking the trash out of the White House, getting 78 likes. A couple people reposted that meme. Or Mame, if you want to sound really fancy. Rebecca says, quote, the party told you to reject the evidence of your own eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command, unquote. Quote from George Orwell, one of the most brilliant authors in history. Again, it's from one of the most referenced books on the show. I love it. It's 1984, which it's a woefully sad, depressing book. And even more so when you realize how much governments are almost copying it in some ways. It's even worse today than in the book. But we have children. Animal Farm is a great book, alternatively to 1984, also written by George Orwell. Much more concise, and the vernacular is much more easier for youth to understand, though the metaphor of don't trust government is basically the same. You have Army Brat saying, quote, the apostrophe is possessive. There's no word after that would make this any sense. Grasping with straws, he said what he said, getting 71 likes. Sasasutu? Hope I'm not intentionally butchering it. If that's not how you pronounce it, says, quote, I wish I had faith in the system to do anything about it, getting 27 likes, which, Lord knows, I don't think most people do. Tom Young says they have to be held accountable for this atrocity, getting 29 likes. Yeah, what's the Las Vegas betting odds on that? I don't want to say it's 0, but I would say it's approximately 0.00000000187%. About. Zero Smith also says criminals who basically get away with whatever they want, getting 10 likes. Mike says there are more criminals in the White House than there are in Alcatraz, getting 65 likes, which, I mean, pretty sure that's shut down. It's just a tourist destination, so there would really only be... Oh, they said we're in Alcatraz. So I suppose that could be correct. Okay. I was going to say, nowadays, it's just a tourist destination, so, I mean, if there are, criminals there, because they're visiting on a tour, they're not caught yet. incidentally enough. Steve Miller reposts of Trump in the garbage truck, getting 27 likes. Let's see. Not seeing any contrarian statements here. And it's not the first time they've done this at the White House. They've done it multiple times to make it sound more coherent and articulate, which is a tall order. That's a lot of work for a grammar for a person at the White House to be doing that full time. But now at the end of the day, do you think this will actually get people to vote differently? I mean, do you think it'll have any upcoming, any really impact on the election tonight? And do people really care they're being lied to by their government these days, or do they just assume it? Let me know in the comments, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.